You've probably seen plenty about China's robots. There's no question that humanoid robotics has become one of China's hottest topics in 2025.
Does it remind you of Transformers Bumblebee?
Right now, there are nearly 900,000 companies in related fields operating across the country. Investment is pouring in, industrial chains are expanding, and a wave of events is taking place. But in this tech-savvy society, non-humanoid robots are already everywhere. So why does China want these human-like robots so much? It seemed like a quiet summer break day at this local high school. But inside the building, the real action was happening. This is a humanoid robotics competition attracting hundreds of middle and high school students from around the globe. They're competing to see who can best program robots to perform tasks like moving, recognizing, and grabbing, all based on the algorithms they've created. 2 days ago, 77 teams from 61 countries and regions received the same set of tasks at the same time. And now they're inside these rooms, busy brainstorming and coding for their programs. So I'd better keep my voice down, not to break their focus. Hours later, the top 10 teams were out for the final real-world robot test, based on their simulation results.
One of the most difficult things is that these are real robots in real life and not a simulation. So we have to take into consideration, for example, that it has some momentum and it can't stop in the moment. So there are some barriers in the real life that you don't see in the simulation.
I have zero clue about the intricacies of their code, but I do get the idea of the results they're aiming for.
The robot starts from there and comes to this corner, pick up the things on the table and drop them into the basket, bring the basket, put it on the shelves, and finally it has to position itself in the last corner.
Plus, the robot has to avoid all the cones on the field along the way. Not an easy job for these young minds. No team has pulled off a perfect home run.
Programming a robot properly is much more challenging than everyone may expect. So for high school students, it may be their first time to program on a real robot. And there may be bugs, maybe improper algorithms that may cause the robot to stop unexpectedly, so that they have to frequently debug for the issue, fix them, and try again.
Shi Xuesong is the host of the contest. His company, the Beijing-based robot maker Gaobot, provided all the robots used here.
Here you go.
Just 2 days later, Gaobot was also showcasing at the World Robot Conference in the city, alongside more than 200 other companies with their latest innovations.
See how crowded it is here. You can definitely feel people's excitement and eagerness for robots.
Here, robots can do this, and this. It's not just for fun. These motion skills give robots versatility, making them more capable of working in spaces designed for humans.
其实我们现在很多产品已经应用在一些非常危险的应用场景，比如说我们隧道的检查，以及我们消防的应用。那我在想，未来人形机器人它也能够到一些危险的场景，提前把这些危险的场景用我们的设备去应用到，那人就可以降低我们的人为的一些危险。移动机器人肯定不是拼效率，更多的是拼它的柔性，它的一个泛用性它的一个通用性。
Some robots are already in factories. Take UBTech, the first humanoid robot company listed in Hong Kong. Its robots are trained for industrial tasks and are already at work in car factories like BYD and Zeekr. They can sort, carry, and inspect. Jobs too dull for humans but too varied for standalone robotic arms. Best of all, they can recharge and even swap their own batteries.
We have seen a lot of human workers are still in factories on the assembly line or some sorting line. Human workers need to walk back and forth and pick this workpiece at this end and need to walk along the line to put this workpiece on the cart. That's why we think a humanoid robot can help a lot.
Basically, it can do a lot of flexible jobs.
Yes.
According to a recent industry report, China's humanoid robot market is expected to hit 8.2 billion yuan in 2025, over 1 billion US dollars, accounting for about half of the global total. So beyond factory work, will they be coming to our homes soon?
最需要的是什么样的机器人？
动物机器人，做饭、洗衣服。
Sadly, that day may still be far off.
It's not a humanoid robot, but it's very nice to have a massage here. Whoa, whoa, whoa. The hand is warm.
目前呢，真正能干活的还是这样的一个本体的结构。比如说未来行业，它在人手、灵巧手这一块儿，对吧？它的这种力度，包括它的灵活度，包括它各方面的技术，如果能发展到那个程度，那我们未来也可以做人形的理疗机器人。但是这个是随着这个大的行业技术的进步。
By the middle of this century, China's elderly population could top 500 million, around 40% of the population. That makes humanoids as a future workforce a huge business opportunity. But honestly, I think the biggest reason we want humanoid robots is simply this. They look friendlier than cold-blooded machines, don't they?
Oh, oh.
Maybe not always.